Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a little upper body, chest, shoulder, neck, release, stretch, mobility. What you will need in here, I have my little physio ball. And if you don't have one of these little cases for your physio balls, a long sock. You will need a long sock. Okay, so we're just going to start without our ball first. We're just going to do some nice rotations in through the neck, dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder. You can do this seated or standing as well. And then slowly rolling your chin down towards your chest, back over to the left. Not back, but to the left. Now I want you to think of creating fists by your side and driving those fists trying to touch the ground so that the shoulders are nice and away from those ears, drawing downwards, and then make that same rotation to come back. Check out my ball. We'll do that one more time. Create those fists, press down, rotate chin downwards towards the left ear to left shoulder. And last time to return back. Good. Okay, from there, keep that energy drawing down into those fists. Take your gaze to the right, chin towards that right shoulder. Good. And then come back through center and look over the left. You're just checking out that range of motion in through that neck. Maybe it's feeling good today. Back over to the right. And then one more time back over to the left. All right, last one here we're going to go is looking up, looking down. So stretching through the front of the neck, lifting that chin and gaze up towards the sky ceiling, and then dropping that chin down towards the chest. Also, you can create those fists once again as you do this movement, keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears. We'll do one more. It feels really good in through that neck, lifting the gaze on the breath in, and then exhaling to release that head down. Okay, drawing it now those shoulders forward, so shoulder cars. We're trying to get that deep range in through those shoulders. So forward, up, back, and down. So think of more square shape than circle. We often just kind of like roll the shoulders. Literally think of square, those corners, you're hitting them. Oh, good. And then we'll reverse that. Draw the shoulders back, chest forward, shoulders back and up, shoulders forward and up, shoulders down. Okay, feels so good. Squeezing those shoulder blades towards one another. Nice job. All right, we're going to just do one more for the chest and the shoulders here. Again, seated or standing, it does not matter. Backs of the hands are going to come to touch, thumbs are going to face down. What you're going to do is you're going to try to reach those hands as far forward as you can. You're going to round through your spine, drop your chin towards your chest so you can take that gaze straight down, and then take a nice big breath in. You're going to draw those hands open, squeeze the shoulder blades, thumbs towards one another, lift your gaze up towards the sky ceiling. Exhale to return to that starting position, backs of the hands to touch. Thumbs facing down, tucking that tail, big breath in, open shoulders and chest. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, bringing that together, backs of the hands to touch. Good, and then big breath in, squeeze shoulder blades to spine, elbows come back, squeeze, 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 and then release that down. Okay, so we've kind of opened things up a little bit. Maybe you're noticing that there's a little bit of tension there, maybe not. Grab your sock, grab your ball. We're going to work on the chest as well as the shoulder blades at the back using our physio ball to see if we can release and mobilize a little bit more. Okay, you will also need a wall space to utilize this sock and ball combo. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to throw that sock over top of your shoulder. This is where you're going to realize maybe you need a bigger sock. All right, you're going to come to your wall. And you're going to think of your shoulder blade. We're going to work in that little zone, that little area often. We have some fun little things there. All you're going to do is you're going to take that ball to that area. Maybe you're going to go side to side. Maybe you're going to go up and down. And you're like, maybe there's nothing there. So that's when you'll inch your ball, maybe upwards, maybe downwards. It depends on where you're starting. It does not matter. You're just trying to work, if this is your spine, this is your scapula, okay? You're working just in that zone around, think of the wing of your back. You can come into a little squat and then maybe work your way down deeper into that squat and maybe working your way back in. I'm kind of doing like a little zigzag and then trying to find like a spot where I'm like, ooh, there's a spot. When you get to those spots, take a nice big breath in, maybe adding a little bit of pressure, pushing into that ball. Taking a nice big breath in, and then maybe doing that little zigzag. Oh, there's some glorious feels in there. Okay, again, maybe coming back into that squat, zigzagging down, maybe finding another spot, pausing, breathing there. We're gonna spend about 30 more seconds on this side. Oh, yes, all of the good feels, taking a big breath in there. Maybe it's just an up and a down, so you get a little leg workout as you mobilize here, okay. Oh, all of the feels, all of the feels. This is a hard area to get for ourselves. So this tool allows us to really get in there, unless you have someone who gives you those massages, maybe at home. Good, taking one more big breath in for this side. Nice job, we'll release that. Come away from your wall, just give a couple of nice big shoulder rolls there. And you might already notice or feel a different sensation on the side you just completed, which I do. I can feel like this side's tighter. I can feel like there was some release there. We only spent about a minute and a half on that side. So now we're gonna do the same on the other side. So again, coming to your wall space, finding that little shoulder blade, that little wing. In between that, we're working on that. Again, you can just kind of do, oh, and then you get to notice all of the things for the opposite side. So I typically have a tighter left shoulder, but I was also doing some heavy right lifting overhead the other day. So my right side was pretty bad as well. Again, I'm just doing this little zigzag pattern along, down and up. Finding those places. Giving those nice pauses, breathing into that area, and then moving on. So, depending on how long your sock is, you can really get down there. But a great little mobilizer, getting into that soft tissue, finding those places, a little lower body workout as well. Big inhales and exhales in those places. You can get yourself all the way up into that trap, maybe a little bit as well. All right, about 30 more seconds. So if there's any little places that you want to hang out and breathe into there, keep going. I'm going to give one more big up and down here. That feels so good. Nice job. All right, take one last breath in and then releasing that. So good, come away. Oh, it's crazy, just a little bit of a difference there. Just drawing those shoulders forward, up, back and down. Then we're gonna take that ball out of our sock. So oftentimes, even with training, I like to think of like a push-pull or a front back. Think like opposite, right? So we just did the back body. Now we want to open up the chest. So this one is fantastic. If you do a lot of sitting, there it goes, I can't get my ball out. If you do a lot of computer work, sitting down, rounded forward, and you feel like you're in that constant kind of little hunch, this one's a great one to open up the chest. The chest attaches into the shoulder, also into the biceps. So we have lots of things going on there. All you're going to do is you're going to take that ball. You could be standing or sitting. We're going to take it into the right hand and over to the left side of the chest. Now, what we're going to just do is this little circular pattern. And you're going, like, I'm already like, whoop, all of the feels. So you can work your way, you have your sternum in the center here, okay? And we're working this whole zone of the chest. All right, we're just doing that circular motion. Now, again, if there's some tenderness in there, you can take that pause, add a little bit of pressure, nothing too crazy, take a big breath in, and then continue on that circular motion. We do not work a lot of the chest. If you're doing a lot of push movement, chest presses, push-ups, those sort of things in workouts, or again, like I said, that rounded posture. This is fantastic to really open that up. Keep going there, just little circular motions. And again, anywhere that needs that pause, can also come over towards that shoulder and kind of just go along it. So all of those ligaments are attaching. I can't see my head right now. All of those ligaments are attaching here, right across. So if we take that ball and we can kind of rotate or go along those areas just to loosen things up, open things up when it gets really tight. We're going to spend about another 20 seconds for this side, and then we will switch to the other. But before we do, we're going to add one stretch. Okay. Take one more big breath in right there. Keep either moving or holding. And then release that ball. We're going to take it into a chest stretch using your wall or a door frame. So left hand is going to come to that wall space, thumb facing up. Left foot is going to come forward. We're just going to take it into a nice chest press. Make sure, chest stretch, sorry. Making sure that left hand is not parallel or above the shoulder. You want it slightly downwards. You want to think of that nice rotation from hips and shoulders coming away from that wall. Taking one more big breath in there. And then releasing that side. Oh, okay, other side. Left hand's holding your ball, coming into those circular motions once again for that other side. Seated, standing, it does not matter. We just want that rotation around, just getting into that top layer, ooh, where we might feel all the feels. You can come in towards the center of the chest a little bit more, not such a meaty area, but coming in into that chest, into the pec. And I'm doing like an up and a down. You can do circular, right? You can come back over to that shoulder. So you're just playing around with whatever feels good or whatever feels necessary. So obviously our bodies are different. What I do in my day is different than what you do in yours. But just making sure you're breathing, finding those places, moving that ball around nice and slow. Minimal to moderate pressure. All right. Spending about 10 more seconds on this side. We'll come into the chest stretch once again for that right side, and you are good to go. You should feel fantastic in the upper body. Take one more breath in. And then releasing that. Coming to your wall space door frame, right hand towards wall, but below the shoulder. That was a hard word apparently. Right foot forward. Think of that shoulder and hips drawing away from that wall, rotating. Sorry, not drawing away, rotating away. Feeling that nice stretch through chest, shoulder, maybe into the bicep as well. Taking one more big breath in right there. And then releasing that down. Amazing. Okay, so you should feel quite different through the chest and the shoulders. That was roughly about 11 minutes of just giving yourself some neck, shoulder, chest love. Love that for all of us. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you feel a little opened up, a little better to carry on in your day. Have a wonderful day wherever it is for you, and we'll see you again soon.